Hello everyone and welcome to Sterling Channel 19 as we are here for a beautiful day of girls soccer as the Lady Knights look to take their third straight division title. It's the Sterling Lady Knights taking on the Haddonfield Bulldogs. A beautiful day once again for some soccer, bright and sunny skies. Current weather conditions 66 degrees, winds blowing southwest at 9 miles per hour, humidity at 56%, and today's forecast is mostly sunny skies. As we look at the Colonial Liberty standing, Sterling at the very top at 10-0-2, followed by Haddonfield at 9-5. Then it's West Deptford at 6-5, or 6-5-1, excuse me. Haddon Heights at 5-5-1, Haddon Township at 5-6-1, and Collingswood at 1-8. When we look at the coaches tournament seeds, you see Sterling right there at the 5th spot. Ocean City, Eastern, Shawnee, and Kingsway above them, and at the very bottom of that, in the 16th spot, you see Haddonfield, Delsey, Bishop, Eustis, and more on that list. Series notes since 2010, Haddonfield leads this series 19-9. Sterling outscoring opponents 46-11. Haddonfield outscoring opponents 28-18. Sterling have won the last 5 meetings against Haddonfield. Haddonfield's last win against Sterling back in 2021. Sterling, since 2021, is 5-1 against Haddonfield. We look at the stats leaders for the Lady Knights. Ireland Kay leads the way, 30 points, 10 goals, 10 assists. And it's Tony Troilo, 30 points, 12 goals, 6 assists. Montgomery Dram, 24 points, 10 goals, 4 assists. And it's Shay Wiley, Elise Simpson, and Adriana Cesada rounding out that stat sheet for the Lady Knights. As we look at the Haddonfield Bulldogs stats leaders, Tuesday Brown leads the way, 17.6 goals, 5 assists, and it's Carolyn Crayson, 13.6 goals, 1 assist. Grace Duffy, 11 points, 5 goals, 1 assist, and Addison Pierce and Kerwin leading out the rest of those Haddonfield stats leaders. But glad you're with us here at the Castle, the biggest game of the year for the Lady Knights, as with a win or a tie today against the Haddonfield Bulldogs, will give them a third straight division title. I'm Brian McLernan. Thanks for joining us. Joined by Dan Leakin and Connor Strauss. Guys, what are the keys to the game heading into this one?
I think Sterling's offense has to be as electric as they've been. I mean, Ireland Kay and Tony Troilo really leading the way. The two juniors have done a phenomenal job in their campaign. And I also do think that the defense has to play their role too. Maddie Sims is a phenomenal goalie, but she can only save so much. When defense isn't doing their job, it's a little tougher for her to, adjust. And I think this Haddonfield team is no joke. So I think that's the real big key for Sterling to win this game today.
Yeah, I think Sterling's got to get out to a jump early. I think they've just got to stick to their game, how they've been playing, how electric their offense has been. I think they have to stick to their game, get an early goal, I think, is the most important thing. Set the tone early for the Sterling team.
Sterling coming into this one 4-0 at home. Haddonfield on the road, they are 4-2.
And as we look at our stat sheet here, I mean, Sterling has forced 46 goals. And Haddonfield's also done a great job at only allowing 18 goals, and that's a pretty low number compared to some of the other teams on this list. So in order to, keep that momentum going for Sterling, I think I agree with Strauss. They got to get out early and get the lead as soon as they can, because this Haddonfield team is also no joke.
All right, so we are underway. Haddonfield starting with possession here early as they'll try and work toward midfield. A good takeaway there by Sims to start it off, and Sterling has possession now. Wiley trying to keep it in play with a pass back to Simpson, who skies it out around midfield. Troilo plays it on a bounce and takes a fall. Montgomery Dram rushing in, and now Haddonfield taking over possession. Again, glad you're with us here on Channel 19. The biggest game of the year, I'd say, for both teams entering this one. Haddonfield with possession early, working on the far side. A crosser that's blocked and kicked out of play by Aaron Quinn.
Yeah, and I think what Sterling does a great job of is limiting the crosses. As we saw there, Aaron Quinn making a very smart decision just to get that one out. And, crossing into the middle and into the box is one of the most dangerous things when it comes to an offense, because, you can score off of those, little kicks, but when something like this happens, it's tough to save.
Early corner kick for Haddonfield and an easy save for Madison Sims. Gets it out quickly to Simpson. Simpson trying to create space, but Haddonfield takes it away from them. Now Simpson finds Dram. Dram makes a move, trying to send it up for Troilo. Back to Dram, sending it up for Troilo again, and they'll get her off sides.
Yeah, and if you're Sterling, you can't expect to play the same Haddonfield team that you did last time. Obviously, they're going to change their game plan. They've had more time to adjust and change for the Sterling team, so don't expect the same result right out of the way.
Pretty easy call there for the officials early, so that is booted away. Sent upfield for Dram. Kay gets a hand on it, finds Troilo. Setting it up for Jordan Baker. Troilo with some space. And that offensive setup there is kicked away. Nice job by Brooke Schultz to cut it off.
It's surprising. I mean, Brooke Schultz, the freshman, it's so cool to see a freshman defender have that much patience and have that much IQ to make the right decision there against a really speedy Tony Troilo.
So they called a stoppage there. Not sure exactly what it was for, but that ball goes out of play.
Yeah, I think that the ref blew the whistle thinking that the ball was out when it was still in play. I think that's what the stoppage was for.
Yeah, you could hear both head coaches talking about how light the lines were today.
Yeah, they are light. It's tough to see.
Especially with the glowing sunlight. Corner kick. Skied away beautifully, juggled around the 18. Here's a shot and a nice block there. So now Haddonfield tries to clear it. There's a Lady Knight down on the ground. That looks to be Maddie Whalen, the senior.
And that was a really nice shot from Montgomery Jam. Had a lot of power on it. Looked like it got ricocheted. A great defensive block there from Haddonfield.
Good to see Whalen back up on her feet quickly. As we take another look at it. Chance here for Wiley to get some pressure. She takes a fall. Then a whistle is blown as that shot goes out of play.
I think it's going to be a penalty kick for Sterling. It was inside the 18, so I think, yeah, Sterling's going to get a penalty kick here. Huge point in the game for Sterling here.
Big chance to get something going early.
And the junior Maria Burns in net, she's only played one game and only made one save. I think the normal starter, Enya Carthy, is out. She made 99 saves this season in 14 games played, so it's going to be interesting to see what Maria Burns can do here.
Wiley with a chance with the penalty kick. Big point just 4 minutes into this game. And a shot is in. Back left corner for Shea Wiley. And the Lady Knights get out to an early 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and that's a great start for Sterling there. Obviously, that's exactly what you wanted to do. You want to get the early goal, set the tone. We talked about that earlier, and they are able to do it. So, great start for Sterling.
And when it comes to those penalty kicks, it really is kind of just a guessing game for the goalie. And Maria Burns guessed right, but it was such a powerful shot from Shea Wiley that it just squeezed right past her glove, and that's a great penalty kick for Sterling. Yeah, and as you can see, she guessed right, but Shea Wiley's kick was so precise that it squeezed right in.
All right, so the Lady Knights with an early 1-0 lead, just 4.5 minutes into this game. That penalty being huge for both sides here in this first half already. Chance here for Troilo. She makes a move. A nice find to Dram. Dram trying to cross it. Haddonfield just trying to clear it away. Kay finds Dram. Dram sends it up for Wiley. And that one kicked away, but we get a whistle.
Yeah, and that was a great offensive play from Sterling there. They were offsides just by a little bit, but I really liked what they were doing there. I thought the passes were flowing. I thought it was a great offensive play there from Sterling. They should not take their foot off the gas. I think they should try and get that second goal, get an insurance goal. It's still very early in this game.
Ball being worked around midfield. Haddonfield trying to answer back. Nice job to send it to the far side by Quinn. She finds Baker trying to send it up for Kay, but the pass is cut off. Now skied in the air by Sims. Here's Baker with it. Baker with a cut, crossing it toward the middle for Dram. Nice cut off there by Schultz. Chestnut sends it up for Baker. Baker to Troilo, then kicked out of bounds. I believe that'll be a Sterling throw-in as Lauren Anton kicked it out.
And as you know, we're only 6 minutes in the first half unofficially, but I mean, I think Sterling has done a great job with their ball movement. I mean, Strauss said earlier, you know, the passes have been flowing super well, and I think that that's something that they do really well at in general, but I think we can see it right now on display for Sterling, their beautiful passing game.
All right, so 6.5 minutes into this first half. Lady Knights with a 1-0 lead. If you're just joining us, it was Shea Wiley who put in the back left corner of the net, scoring on the penalty kick. All right, working with it toward the middle. And we get a whistle. Maybe an offsides call. We'll take a look.
Yeah, you see the offsides there.
Looks to be on Montgomery Dram.
I think she still thought that the Haddonfield defender was above her. Didn't really look, but Stone's had a lot of offsides to start this game.
Here's Chestnut with it on the far side. Working against two defenders, tried to find Baker, but it goes out of play. Throw in for Haddonfield. It's Shea Giordano. Sent up the field, goes off the head of a defender, finds Troilo. Troilo juggling with it. One-on-one race. Makes a move. And eventually gets it taken away.
Yeah, and number 4, Brooke Schultz, has done a really, really good job of keeping up with Antonio Troilo. And we've seen a lot of defenders here on the broadcast, I mean, from every team not being able to keep up with their speed, but the freshman defender has done a really good job at keeping up.
Great ball for Ireland Kay. She can't corral it. Here's Simpson. Tries to look for Shea on the outside, goes through her legs. Stays with it. Nice job there. Crosses toward the middle, looking for Dram. Actually goes to Troilo, back to Dram. Dram with a nice move. Cuts toward the outside. Dram with a shot. And it looks to be blocked. So we'll take a look at it.
Take another look at it. I think they got her with an offsides there. Sterling's attack has looked really good at the beginning of this game. It feels like they've only had the ball on Haddonfield side.
Yeah, and I think their midfield play has a big part in doing that too, making sure, you know, Erin Quinn, who's been the lone lady in the back, hasn't had much to do so far. I mean, I think their midfield has done a really good job of keeping up the pressure.
So Haddonfield working with it on the far side. Tuesday Brown sending it up for Kerwin. Chestnut trying to clear, finds Kay. Kay with some open space, trying to send it up for Baker. Couldn't do it the first time, now she does the second time. And also, if you're hearing other whistles and wondering why play isn't stopping, there's also a football practice going on to our left, so those whistles are for football as they're preparing for the homecoming game this Friday.
Gloucester City.
Should be a good one here at the Castle. And then the 19th is the actual homecoming.
Yay!
Excited for that.
Very excited for that.
Yeah, the Sterling football team took a tough loss to West Deptford the other day, 22-9. I mean, they played pretty well. I mean, they started off the game with a safety.
Yeah, it was a great game. It was fun to
entertaining
watch, yeah.
honestly, probably their best game since their home opener.
Yeah,
They
as a
won
team,
19-0.
as a team, they played really well in that game.
Yeah, it looked like, you know, the chemistry was flowing super well. I think everyone was just starting to get it. And that safety, I mean, early in the game was a really good moment. I mean, it was a big moment for the team. It's a big moment for the program. And it was really awesome.
So Bulldog takes a fall. That's sent up. Montgomery Dram working with a defender. Now she tries to take it away. Now here's Wiley with some space. Sends it up for Dram. Dram boots it across the field, looking for Troy a little bit too strong on it. And Burns comes out of net to cut it off.
Honestly, it was a great pass on target, but I think Maria Burns made the right decision in coming off her line there and just making the easy scoop.
Chestnut sends it up for Troilo. Troilo working against two defenders. Trying to make a move, trying to cross it toward the middle. She does, looking for Kay. Another Bulldog able to get there. Skied up by Sims. Takes a bounce and is kicked out of play.
Yeah, and I think the Knights have done a really good job of keeping the foot on the gas. I mean, even that play when nothing really happened, there was still a really good hustle play from Sterling there in order to keep it in their zone. And we have a substitution for the Knights. The junior Adriana Zazada will be coming in for the senior Jordan Baker. You're going to see Adriana Zazada more on the offensive side of the ball, more in a midfield role.
A little over a dozen minutes into this first half unofficially. Lady Knights with a 1-0 lead, trying to add on to it, but Haddonfield in Sterling territory trying to answer back. Sterling with their goal coming within 4 minutes of this game. And Dram was trying to keep it in, but was ultimately out of play. There's Montgomery Dram, one of our leading goal scorers.
Yeah, tied for second on the team with the goals, with 10 goals, 4 assists, and 24 points. She's had a really impressive sophomore campaign.
Yeah, she had a phenomenal freshman year too. I don't know if you guys remember her and Bridget Dixon. I think they both combined, or they both had 30 points each.
Yeah, Montgomery Dram tied with Ireland K for second place on the team in goals. The leader is Tony Troilo with 12.
Yeah, and Tony Troilo and Ireland K both have 30 points on the season, both doing a great job and stepping in two different roles from last season, and I think they fit right in.
Haddonfield working around midfield or so. Nice cut off there by Haddonfield. Sends it up on the far side to Tuesday Brown. Tuesday Brown for Haddonfield, tied for the lead in goals with 6. She's tied with Carolyn Carson.
She also has the most points on the team and the second most assists on the team, right behind Addison Pierce.
That shot no good. That shot coming off the left foot of Grace Farrell. And Haddonfield will make some substitutions.
Grace Farrell with a goal and 2 assists on the year. She has 4 points in total. Just wide to the left of the goal, but a really nice attempt and one of the first chances that Haddonfield really had on this Sterling defense.
Simpson boots it away. Off the head of Hurley. Gets by Simpson. Simpson just trying to clear it away and goes off the head of Carson. Excuse me, that's Hurley.
Sorry, Brian, but it feels like these last couple minutes, Haddonfield has been starting to find themselves on the offensive side of the ball. They got their first good chance of the game there, so.
And I mean, Sterling defense is really tough to read against, so it does take some time for every team to adjust to, you know, Elise Simpson, you know, you see Morgan Sims, Aaron Quinn, Maddie Whalen in the back as well. I mean, they're a really tough team to play against when you're on the offensive side of the ball. So it does take teams some time to read the defense and see how they're playing.
Yeah, and Sterling's defense, they're averaging only letting in less than a goal a game. So they've been phenomenal all year.
It's a good setup by Montgomery Dram. Just goes past Tony Troilo, who had a pretty good chance at getting a good shot on goal, but could not. Simpson was trying to send it up for Wiley. Being kicked out of play by Julia McHale. Looks to be a Haddonfield throw-in, as it might have gone off the foot of Aaron Quinn. Throw-in for Haddonfield. Here's a shot. Misses wide right. Goes way out of play.
Sterling's going to get some substitutions here. Jordan Baker coming in and Brianna Schwartz coming in.
Yeah, there's
for Tony Troilo and Shay Wiley.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dan, sorry.
You're going to see Brianna Schwartz being more of an attacker on towards the Haddonfield side. And you're going to see Jordan Baker more in the midfield. She's going to be, the general in the offense a little bit, but she can also play really good defense.
Booted away by Simpson. Crosser toward the middle. Nice block by Chestnut. Sent up by Cesada. Nice pressure by Schwartz, but Haddonfield now working with it on the far side as they transition from the midfield. Chestnut finds Kay. Galen sends it toward midfield, finds Sims. Sims trying to send it up for Baker. Cut off by the defender. Simpson boots it, another cut off. A few minutes away from the halfway mark unofficially of this first half. 1-0 Lady Knights. That goal being scored by Shay Wiley, a penalty kick just 4 minutes into this game.
Yeah, and that first goal is huge. I mean, this game is big for Sterling, just in case you're just tuning in. A Sterling winner tie will equal their third straight division title, which Mr. K can't even remember the last time that's happened, if it has ever happened. So it's a pretty big landmark for Sterling if they can get the dub or the tie here today.
Yeah,
If they can get it done. Oh, sorry, Strauss.
No worries, Brian. Obviously, that's huge for Coach K and what he's building up with this program. It's really impressive to see how well they've done. It's really built a winning culture.
If Sterling can get the win, it would move them to 11-0-2.
Wow. Yeah, they lost a lot of seniors last year, especially on the back end. I mean, they lost the Berkeley twins. They lost a few other people. So having enough people to rebuild after that is pretty impressive from Coach K.
That one goes out of play. Our next TV game will be this Friday. It's the homecoming game. This football team will take on Gloucester City. That'll be at 7 o'clock as we take a look at the replay here.
Just a bit too hard of a pass. The speedy Brianna Schwartz couldn't catch up to it.
Of course, stay tuned in at halftime on Friday where homecoming queen will be announced.
Voting for that will take place tomorrow.
Oh, I don't get to vote for that. I gotta take the PSATs.
No, I'm pretty upset that they don't have a homecoming king.
That's
You
Mr.
think-
Sterling.
You think?
Oh.
You
No,
think
I
you
don't
got that in
think
the bag,
I don't
Strauss?
think I'd win. I'm just saying it would be pretty cool to see who'd win.
Yeah, the homecoming king is Mr. Sterling,
Gotcha.
Sorry, Strauss, but Brian has my vote.
which is why Mr. Sterling takes place before homecoming.
I did not know that. Thank you, Brian. I actually did not know that.
You got it. That'll take place next Tuesday, October 17th.
We will be covering that.
Yes, that will be covered on Channel 19.
Brian has my vote.
I'm very excited to see that.
Yeah, I know someone who has a very funny act, getting lined up.
Yeah, there's a
I've
couple
been
of our
hearing about
friends
it.
who have some fun acts prepared. Can't wait
Yeah.
to see it.
I'm quite excited to see that.
There's been a couple fun acts that we've been able to record throughout the years.
Oh, yeah.
Victor John, last year's Mr. Sterling winner with his Frozen act.
Oh, yeah.
That was a lot of
yeah.
fun.
That was fun. I'm excited for, I'm not going to say it. Never mind. Yeah, I guess you'll get to see next Tuesday if you tune in, October 17th.
I remember Jimmy Zangaro's act from 2 years ago.
I don't remember that one.
I do, because he won homecoming. Or he
Well,
won
what was it, Strauss?
Mr. Sterling. Just know that he won Mr. Sterling.
No, Connor, what was the act?
Strauss,
Okay.
what was the act?
Yeah, I guess.
I genuinely don't
Yeah,
remember.
we don't know what the act was.
I don't.
well,
all
Connor
I
doesn't
remember is
remember
Jimmy
what the act
Zangaro winning Mr. Sterling.
He doesn't remember what the act was.
All right, well, here's Ireland K with the kick. Boots it from the left foot, pretty strong. Goes off the head of Lauren Anton. Here's the shot, and just hits off the top of the crossbar.
That was a really impressive shot from Jordan Baker there. I mean, through a big crowd and being able to hit the crossbar so accurately, I mean, that's pretty impressive within itself. Obviously, you want the goal there, but a really nice attempt from Sterling and a really good set piece. Oh.
So a little over the halfway point here in this first half. Lady Knights with a 1-0 lead. Again, with a win or a tie, Sterling would get their third consecutive division title. Haddonfield looking to answer after going down 1-0 just 4 minutes in. Here's a shot that'll miss wide to the right. Shot coming from Julia McHale.
And I think one thing that Sterling does a great job of, and we saw a good example there, is covering the box. I mean, limiting the chances in the box is such a huge thing because you don't want, you know, Maddie Sims to be under pressure too hard. But I think they did a really good job of containing towards the outside. And I mean, you can take those shots all day because of how good their goalie is, Maddie Sims, but a really good job containing towards the outside.
Booted away by Simpson. Looking for Kay. Kay will play it on the bounce. Kay trying to find Baker, but a nice interception by Hurley. Baker sends it up and will send it to the Haddonfield bench. Quick throw in. Goes off the head of Baker. Carson working with it toward that left corner. Gets kicked out of play by Simpson. Quick throw in. Goes off the head of Simpson. Cross toward the middle. Nice job by Quinn. There's a shot. Goes right into the arms of Maddie Sims. A good shot and probably Haddonfield's best chance to tie it up.
Yeah, and a great job by Maddie Sims with her positioning, knowing where to be on that play and able to make a good save.
And good job, Aaron Quinn, kicking the original attempt by, I think that was Julia McHale, the original attempt to put a shot on net and making a nice tackle and keeping them towards the outside.
So now Sterling working with it. Here's Cesada. Gets it taken away. She was working against two defenders on that one. Sent upfield by Kerwin. And Quinn will kick it out of play. She was looking for McHale. Throw in for the Bulldogs. Goes off the chest of, I believe that was, actually I don't know who that was, never mind.
I don't either.
Oh,
Ooh. I think that was right
took
off
a
of
shot
McHale.
right to the face. Yikes.
Chloe Chestnut, come on, man. The teeth are intact. We see that a lot more in hockey when the teeth are, you know, falling out. Bobby Clark, a good victim of that. Flyers legend.
So Simpson boots it away. Skied for Dram. Dram plays on a few bounces. Nice move. Crosser toward the middle. Finds Whalen. Here's Kay working with it. That one eventually cut off as there was Brianna Schwartz. You can follow us on Twitter or X at SterlingTV19. Find out whenever we go live, all the highlights of all your favorite sporting events going on here at the Castle. Again, you can find all that and more when you follow us on Twitter or X at SterlingTV19.
And while that promo was going on, we had 2 substitutions, Antonio Troilo coming in for Brianna Schwartz and Shea Wiley coming in for Jordan Baker. Good to get some fresh legs out there for the Sterling Knights.
Also, the other whistles you could be hearing are from the field hockey game. It's going on right next to the soccer field.
Haddonfield here with a chance. Crosser toward the middle, cut off by Simpson. Here's another cross, a bit too strong. Finds the foot of Zazada, then finds Ireland Kay, who sends it up for Dram. Dram was working toward the outside. Bounces around. Nice cutoff by Simpson. Boots it on a line. Gets by Dram. Zazada rushing up, a great pass. Here's Dram. Dram one-on-one. Makes a nice move, makes another nice move. She's got a shot, and she's got a goal.
What a great play there from Dram. She's able to just dribble around the defender and score. Great play there.
Uh-oh. Here they come.
Oh my gosh. What a shot by Montgomery Dram. I couldn't tell you what that celebration was about.
I couldn't either, but I could tell you one thing. I mean, Montgomery Dram, when she's in open field one-on-one, that's where she strives. Her ball movement is insane, and her ball control is super good as well. And I think she did a really good job of displaying it right there. And Brooke Schultz has done a really good job this entire game of locking down Antonio Troilo and locking down, you know, a Montgomery Dram. But right there's not much you can do. When Montgomery Dram's in open space, she'll make you pay.
So now the Lady Knights with a 2-0 lead with about 27 minutes into this first half.
And, you know, this is a really good peer into, you know, the eventual, hopefully, the playoffs for Sterling. I mean, hopefully they can go deep in. But these high-pressure games, as we mentioned earlier, a win or a tie gives them their division title. But these high-pressure games are a good example of what they might be experiencing as they move on.
Take a look at the goal one more time by Montgomery Dram. Her 11th goal of the season.
And it is super impressive on what she can do when she gets in open space. She's a weapon for the Sterling team. She's only a sophomore. But there was a substitution while we were looking over that. Cami Rivedas, the junior defender, coming in for Chloe Chestnut, the senior defender.
Yeah, and talking to Coach K, before Montgomery Dram's freshman year, there was a lot of hype about Dram and how good of a player she was, and I think she's lived up to that hype, even more than lived up to that hype.
We're taking another look at the replay, but we're looking for the celebration. Maybe we're going to try to figure out what that was.
Be a good post-game interview question.
Oh, yeah.
So Haddonfield looking for a chance to respond. A nice clear by Erin Quinn as she tries to find Troilo.
And you could tell that Haddonfield's really trying to push it in towards the box, but I think Sterling's defense is doing a good job of keeping them contained outside.
Nice job by Wiley to get there. Finds Dram, back to Wiley. Dram working toward the outside. Good setup for Troilo. Gets by her. Now here's Troilo working with it. Troilo takes a fall and we'll get a whistle.
And that is Antonio Troilo right there. 12 goals, 6 assists on the season, 30 points to the junior. Done a phenomenal job this year, taking in a lead striker role for the Sterling Knights.
Chance here for the Lady Knights to really put themselves ahead in this first half. Kay raises the right arm. That kick a little strong. Finds the foot of Simpson. Makes a nice move. Trying to find Wiley. Wiley with a shot. Waylon skies it up. Goes off the head of Schultz. Eventually cleared away by Haddonfield. Great job to get it out of the box.
Yeah, and it feels like every Sterling Haddonfield game we've done for girls soccer has always been such a great game, and I think this is going to live up to it as well.
So that ball went out of play. Two 2-0 Lady Knights, almost 31 minutes in to this first half.
That'll mean there's about 9 minutes left to play. If you're used to the normal 45-minute rules, there's some clarification for you.
Bounced around and kicked out of play. So there's the goal by Montgomery Dram, but watch afterwards. We'll take a look as it's Dram and Troilo who run to the camera. Let's try and see what their celebration was about.
Our poor fella Owen, and it looked like she was taking a picture of Montgomery Dram.
It looked like
That's
a little
what I'm
photo
thinking.
shoot.
That's what I'm thinking. A little photo shoot there. You know what I mean? So
Here's the corner. Bounced around, skied in the air. And that shot goes out. Sims will let it go out of play. You can follow us on Facebook at Sterling TV 19. Find out whenever we go live, all of our highlights of all of our sporting events, and also you can probably find our few goals here scored today in this first half. They are there on our Facebook page. Live updates of this game for the rest of this first half and of course the second half.
yeah, and while we were, talking about Facebook, I mean, there were 2 substitutions for Sterling. Fallon Shinseki coming on the field, the junior midfielder. And I think it was Jordan Baker coming in.
And you know what I saw Fallon wearing pregame? She was wearing a Cowboys sweatshirt.
Well, so let me tell you a little something. So her family is Cowboys fans, but we actually did talk about this weekend, how we were all going to wear our different teams, because obviously, if you know me, I'm an Eagles fan. And Fallon and Kara Chestnut, Fallon's a Cowboys fan and Kara Chestnut's a Chiefs fan. So they got their hoodies, I got my hoodie. We took the Spider-Man meme picture of everyone pointing at each other, because there was an offsides here. She got a little out front in the defender. But we all took the Spider-Man picture, and we all wore our opposite hoodies for today. And that's why she was wearing her Cowboys hoodie pregame.
It's 2 random teams to be a fan of if you're from South Jersey.
Well,
But
Cowboys fans, you always see a good little bandwagon every once in a while, and I'm not sure what Kara's problem is, but
another team to be a fan of that's really random from South Jersey is the Rams.
yeah, and our TV.
Our replay guy, Matt Schrader, is a Rams fan. He lost a bet to me over this weekend. He's going to be wearing an Eagles jersey to school every day this week.
Yeah,
Go Birds.
Puka Nakua who? I don't want to hear his name ever again. Let's get back to some soccer here.
Here's Tony Troilo with it, one-on-one. Troilo trying to get it by, she does, and that shot is in. Tony Troilo with the header, and the Lady Knights make it a 3-0 game.
And the junior adds another one to her resume. That's 13 goals on the season for Antonia Troilo. A really good second effort, just got past the foot of Brooke Schultz. A really good effort from Antonia Troilo there. And Sterling has a good lead going into the second half here.
Not sure exactly why Burns decided to head so far out of net, but...
Well, so what she was trying to look for there, if I can talk here, so when she comes out of net there, I think she's looking to kick that as far as she can away. And, the term that they use when they use their hands is a punch-out, which she couldn't use her hands, so she used her legs. But she tried to look to get that one out and try to kick it to the side, but she couldn't get enough of it, and Antonia Troilo was left with no goalie in net.
could subscribe to our YouTube channel at Sterling TV 19. Find out whenever we go live and watch all of our live sporting events, as well as all of our Castle Connections, coaches shows, commercials, and more. And you can do that when you subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. Kind of a quiet day here for Maddie Sims as the Lady Knights have a 3-0 lead with just a few minutes remaining unofficially in this first half. And right now in this first half, Lady Knights showing why they're the number 5 ranked team in South Jersey. They're going for their 3rd consecutive division title with a win or a tie today.
So, fellas, you know, I was sitting here and I was thinking about this, and, you know, as we just said, you know, they're 5th in South Jersey. They're going for their 3rd straight title. How much better would they be with Bridget Dixon? I mean, they would probably be unstoppable at that point, you know. You got to think about that, you know, what if for this soccer team. I mean, they're insane as is, but as that shot goes wide a little bit there. But just imagine how good they would be, you know.
I mean, it's great to think about the what if, but just think about how good they are now.
That's very true.
Like, they have so much depth on their team that it feels like no matter who they put out there, they can put up a fight, and there's a reason that they're undefeated so far.
Tries to make it really, really good fight.
I mean, the best they could probably be is obviously 12-0 instead of 10-0-2, but I mean, still having no losses without your best goal scorer from last year on your team for the whole season, that is very impressive. And obviously, with Bridget Dixon on the team, that would probably lose some playing time for some of the people who have gotten the opportunity to play this year.
Yeah, and it just shows how well they do with the next man up mentality, or next girl up mentality right now. So there's an injury.
Junior Natalie Sheehan collided with Amber Wilsey towards the midfield area. They both kind of stumbled down. Amber Wilsey got straight back up, but it looked like Natalie Sheehan got the worst of it. I think in the replay, it's coming up here pretty soon.
Here comes Sean.
Ooh, yeah, so it looked like she slipped there, and it looked like her head hit the grass a little hard.
She looks to be okay for now. She'll get looked to by our athletic trainer, Song Clank. So hopefully she's okay. We resume back to live play. Here's a cross toward the middle. Goes off the foot of Troilo.
Yeah, and an almost perfect to this point first half for Sterling. You can tell that they know that the stakes of this game. They really came out with a spark.
Yeah, as I said earlier, it's cool. It's good to see how well they perform in high pressure situations like this, and how will this gives us a good little vision into the playoffs.
Yeah, Sterling coming into this one 5-1 in their last 6 matchups against Haddonfield. Haddonfield leading the series against the Lady Knights 19-9 historically since 2010. And Haddonfield's last win against the Lady Knights coming in October of 2021. So historically, all time, Haddonfield has mostly dominated the Lady Knights, but more recently, it's Sterling who has come away with the wins. Again, 5 wins in their last 6 matchups against the Bulldogs. Dram sends it up for Troilo. Troilo working with it towards midfield. Gets it taken away by Duffy. Center field, pass a bit too strong. Simpson sends it away. Booted away by Simpson. Few minutes remaining unofficially in this first half as we reach the 38-minute mark unofficially. Lady Knights with a 3-0 lead. Goals being scored by Shea Wiley, Montgomery Dram, and Tony Troilo to this point. Here's a shot, and that one just misses. A nice block by Maria Burns as Troilo was looking for her second goal of the half.
And it was really good there to get the hand out by Maria Burns there, just to deflect that off to the side right past the next goalpost. That will give Sterling a corner kick.
Yeah, and a great power shot there from Tony Troilo. That's kind of a weird angle to shoot at, but she was able to get a good quality shot from where she was shooting from.
Corner kick here for Jordan Baker. Booted away. Juggled around. Simpson with it. Skies it up. Being juggled around still. Simpson trying to keep it in play. Working against a few defenders, then finds Wilsey. And Quinn kicks it out of play. It was off the knee of Baker. Actually, it was not off the knee of Baker because it's a Sterling throw-in. But Baker trying to send it up. Eventually kicked out of play. So another corner kick for the Lady Knights. Less than a minute unofficially left to go here in this first half. Booted away. Way too strong. Again, some of those whistles could be from either the field hockey game going on to our right, or maybe still some football going on to our left. But that is going to conclude our first half, and the Lady Knights just one half away from their third straight division title. They are looking dominant. A 3-0 lead for the Lady Knights against these Haddonfield Bulldogs. As this first half comes to a close. We'll be right back with some second half action right after this.
Man, I really like talking to you.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
What? Hit me. Why?
Because, are you gonna hit me or not?
No.
Wrong answer.
This is so stupid.
That's more like it.
I never said you could hit me.
What is that guy fighting?
What's your name? I never called. Tyler. Are you from Fight Club? Shh. You know the first one.
IDs on? Brady, headphones. Gotta come out.
No.
Come on, man.
Yo, Brayden, you know you're not supposed to have your jacket on, man. Come on, take it off. Put it in your locker. No, I'm okay.
Stop. You have your jacket on, AirPods in, and no ID. Go to internal.
You too, huh?
Yep.
Bullying, no matter the circumstances, someone will always be there for you.
Over 160,000 kids refuse to go to school each day in fear of being bullied.
Stop bullying and be united.
Where's your ID?
Hey, oh, no, wait a minute. Put that hood down.
You're late. Put your hood down.
Where's your ID?
And you have your backpack on.
Have a great day, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for being so kind. Have a great day, guys.
He's so nice! Oh my gosh, it's so annoying. You're trash! I'm gonna have to take matters into my own hands. There it is! My God! Holy moly! Nano! It's beautiful.
Moral of the story, always be nice.
then you should adjust your seat or mess with the radio before driving. Buckle your seatbelt. Also, remember to turn your lights on to avoid hitting deer or ignorant pedestrians. Ignore the phone. It can wait. Keep in mind that you're not the only one on the road. Remember, you should always be aware of animals.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. We are here for some second half action as the Lady Knights have a 3-0 lead over the Haddonfield Bulldogs. A big first half for the Lady Knights. They started the scoring off with a goal by Shea Wiley just 4 minutes into this game off a penalty kick, and then eventually goals being scored later on by Montgomery Dram and Tony Troilo.
Yeah, and I think starting off the game so early with a goal was a huge momentum setter for Sterling, and let's hope they can ride this out into the second half and all.
Glad you're with us here on Channel 19. Lady Knights 1 half away from securing their 3rd straight division title. They can do so with a win or a tie this afternoon. Crosser toward the middle, goes off the head of Troilo and out of play. See Tony Troilo there, one of the 3 goal scorers for the Lady Knights.
Yeah, tallying her 13th goal of the season, the leading goal scorer for the Sterling Knights this year.
So that goes out of play on the far side. It'll be a Lady Knights throw-in. Quick throw-in there for Dram. Crosser over toward the middle, but it's away from Troilo. Shot from Shea Wiley that is easily scooped up by the keeper, Maria Burns.
Really accurate shot there from Shea Wiley, just trying to put something on net there, but a great catch from Maria Burns.
Sent upfield for Haddonfield. Good chance for Kerwin. Working against a few defenders. Eventually kicked away by Quinn. Kay finds Baker. Baker on the near side finds Troilo. Troilo with it, trying to set it up for Dram. Nice takeaway by Lauren Anton. Dram with some space. Able to find Wiley. Wiley kicks it upfield for Troilo. Moving toward the corner, cleared out of play.
And you know, something I do want to note about how Sterling's playing, I mean, in the midfield and once you get into the defensive zone, they've done a really good job of closing out the passing lanes. They've done a real good job of, you know, getting those turnovers, and that's what's, you know, leading to a bunch of offensive success for the Knights.
That shot by Dran. Nice easy catch for Maria Burns.
So you get it from the wide angle here. Montgomery Jam puts a nice little move on, but a really nice casual catch from Maria Burns there, preventing Montgomery's 2nd goal of the game.
Actually, Dan, that would be an extreme wide shot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dan.
Dan is not happy at the announcer's table right now.
He shouldn't be. That's completely my fault.
No, it's okay.
I saw my opportunity and I took it.
If I was the one that said that, I think I'd get slapped in the face. So,
You
Brian,
see,
consider
but-
yourself lucky. I still get slapped in the face.
Well, I slapped you for Brian, so.
Brian, I took one for you today. You know that.
Thank you, Strauss. That one cleared out of play. But also, Strauss,
I can't zoom out.
half the time, or actually most of the time, you deserve it. So
Yeah. No, yeah, that's
I
accurate.
can't zoom out. It won't let me.
That was Brian's first time, maybe ever. So he doesn't get a slap.
I don't know about ever.
No, it was one of the first times today.
Oh, yeah, definitely the first time today. Throw in for Chestnut. Kicked away by Schultz, goes off the head of Morgan Sims. Here's Simpson, finds Wiley. Wiley with a nice pass to Troilo, but Burns will play it on a bounce and scoop it up easily.
Good prevention from the Haddonfield defense because that one's landing right at Tony Troilo's foot. But a nice play, I think that's from Shea Giordano, you know, stopping Tony Troilo's route right in the middle and making sure that gets cleanly collected to Maria Burns.
You can follow us on Instagram at SterlingTV19, all behind-the-scenes information of all of our live Channel 19 broadcasts, and behind-the-scenes information about all of our extracurriculars and other sporting events. And you can find that and more when you follow us on Instagram at SterlingTV19.
I say it all the time, and I'm going to say it again today. That non-copyrighted music is my favorite.
Dan, you were really jamming out to that song.
I was. That one's one of my favorites. I like that one and the rock tune that you always come into.
Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. I've got a soccer question for you guys. Who knows why the goalies wear different color jerseys?
I don't, and Brian doesn't. You watch a lot of soccer, so you know.
Okay, so the reason that they wear a different color jersey is actually so that it's easier on the refs to determine that only the goalie is the one handling the ball with their hands.
Oh, so it's just common sense?
Yeah, pretty much.
Chance here for Troilo, cut off. A nice defensive play, combination of Schultz and Giordano. So it'll be a corner kick for Wiley. Booted away. Pretty strong kick, goes off the foot of Baker. Haddonfield trying to clear it away. Simpson staying with it, applying the pressure, eventually goes out.
That was a really good play by Elise Simpson. Something about her is that she's really resilient. She doesn't stop, and her motor goes and goes and goes. So that was a really, you know, that play right there might have not been much to the watcher, but that shows a lot about her character and how she always keeps pushing.
Here's Kay with the corner from the far side. A nice boot, juggled around. Baker corrals it. Pass back to Quinn. Quinn with some space. Finds Simpson. That one gets past. Big chance here for Haddonfield. Trying to keep up with it is Simpson and Chestnut, and the shot is blocked. A nice diving save by the keeper, Maddie Sims.
And Elise Simpson, again, had to run from one side of the field to the other in order to almost disrupt that shot. A really good save by Maddie Sims, but a great effort from the defense to get back after that miscue at around midfield.
That one's sent up for Carson. Carson trying to get by a few defenders, but sliding kick out of play by Elise Simpson. Throw in for the Bulldogs. And that one booted out of play. Another throw in for Haddonfield. About 7.5 minutes into this second half. Lady Knights with a 3-0 lead. That one bounces off the back of Wiley. It stays in play.
Bit of a friendly fire there from Montgomery Dram. Kicked it right into Shea Wiley's back.
That one goes out of play. I believe that was a shot from Kerwin. Next TV game is this Friday as the football team will take on Gloucester City. That'll be at 7 o'clock as That'll also be Sterling's homecoming game.
So, what's Gloucester City's name? Like the Gloucester City...
They're the Lions.
The Lions. That's what I thought.
Big rivals with Gloucester Catholic.
Huh, I wonder why.
Yeah. I remember AJ talking about that all the time.
Chance here for Troilo. Troilo with a shot and a diving save by Burns. It probably would have missed anyway, as it looked like it was heading toward the left side of that goalpost.
Yeah, but a great attempt. I mean, it just shows her blazing speed there. I mean, she got from approximately midfield straight to the goalpost pretty quickly. So that was a really good play from Tony Troilo, trying to get her 14th of the season.
It's bad. So, I apologize, folks. I said AJ's name. None of you guys know who AJ is. AJ's one of our friends that goes to Gloucester Catholic.
That one sent up. Goes off of Grace Duffy. Sent up for Baker. Baker with a shot. A nice jumping save. And Troilo can't get a double tap on it as it's cleared away.
Really powerful shot there from Jordan Baker, but a really, really nice save from Maria Burns, who's done a really good job in net today for the Bulldogs.
Here's Montgomery Dram. Nice pass to Troilo. Troilo with a shot, and that one will not count as it's an offsides call. We'll take a look at the save by the keeper, Burns. Another powerful shot from Jordan Baker, who had a really good shot back in the first half that went off the top of the crossbar.
And, you know, I was just about to reference that. I mean, she has had 2 really powerful shots that game, and that one was insanely powerful. It looked super, super fast in real life, and a really nice shot from Jordan Baker trying to get some shots on Maria Burns, who's done a really good job at composing herself in the pipes today. In between the pipes, excuse me. Speaking of in between the pipes, I hope the Penguins lose tonight.
You know, Dan, I gotta say, it's really nice to watch your team win a Stanley Cup in your lifetime. Like, it's an experience.
And back to soccer.
Unnecessary bidding going on in the broadcast booth as a nice save by Maddie Sims.
Just thought it needed to be said. That one's for my dad at home. Go Flyers.
Nice boot from Sims, takes a bounce it around midfield. Dram trying to keep it in play. She does. Now moves toward the middle. She's got space, makes a nice move. Sends it up for Troilo. Troilo trying to use her speed and trying to get a cutoff. She takes a fall, and it's taken away by Brooke Schultz. Wiley finds Troilo. Troilo trying to make a move. Now working against 2 defenders here. Gets it back to Wiley. Wiley with a cross toward the middle, trying to find Dram. I don't think Dram was looking for it. And Wiley will head it out of play.
Looking like a platoon substitution for Sterling here, trying to get some fresh legs on the field. And here they come. Looks like Fallon Shinseki, Amber Wilsey, Brianna Schwartz, Cami Rivadis, and Antonia Troilo. Coming in for Jordan Baker. Oh, excuse me, not Antonia Troilo. That is Adriana Zazada. Coming in for Jordan Baker, Antonia Troilo, Montgomery Dram, Shea Wiley, and that will be Maddie Whalen. Bang.
Good job, Dan.
Yes, King.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Did you even have to look at your sheet?
Nope.
It's impressive. That one sent up to Cami Rivadis. Finds Shinseki. He's trying to get it to Sasada, but cut off by the Bulldogs defense. 13.5 minutes into the second half. Lady Knights holding on to a 3-0 lead. As a win or a tie today would give the Lady Knights their 3rd straight division title.
And if the score stays as is, we will have a post-game show hosted by myself.
We get a whistle right there. And again, just like I talked about in the first half, Sterling recently against Haddonfield have dominated the series. Haddonfield leads the series against Sterling 19-9 overall since 2010, but Sterling has won 5 of their last 6 games against Haddonfield. That dating back to 2021, which was the year of Haddonfield's last win. So that one's scooped up by the keeper, Sims. She'll just give it a roll.
Obviously, it's got to be really cool for Coach K to coach his own daughter. I know from tennis. My dad is the tennis coach. It's very cool. A lot of arguments, a lot of awkward dinners.
Well, I'm sure that's pretty much for any coach, and I mean, obviously, like father and son, obviously that's a different, like my dad coached me in baseball for a long time. Obviously, for times I'd make some stupid mistakes, would definitely extra get mad at me rather than if he got mad at a different player. But
yeah. Well, and I think that takes a huge role into the kid's life. I mean, I think having that role model, not only as a parent but as a good coach, is something to, it's a really good thing. And I know we have it on our tech crew here. I know Mr. K in the booth coaches baseball, and his son Casey, who operates our drone, is one of the starting pitchers.
So a good try there from Adriana Cesada, trying to get through that Bulldogs back line. Haddonfield preparing a platoon substitution.
Yeah, Dan, you noticed it. You played tennis last year. You noticed how much went on. We argued a lot, but it was fun. I like having my dad as a coach.
Corner kick from the far side and bounces out of play. We'll get one again.
So it's looking like, I asked Kay earlier about when was Coach K's first teaching year, and it's looking like it was 2020, but that was a COVID year. That was weird. So Coach K has pretty much had, most of his career, and he's done really well against the big rivalry Haddonfield, which was really what I was thinking about because, as Brian was saying earlier, they dominated us until recent, and I think that until that recent, Coach K was really that deciding factor, that game playing super well against the Dogs.
So it'll be a corner kick for Fallon Shinseki. Raises the right arm and boots it away. Not too much on it. And eventually goes out of play. You can follow us on Twitter or X at SterlingTV19. Find out whenever we go live, all live updates of all your favorite sporting events and much more. Again, you can find all that when you follow us on Twitter or X at SterlingTV19.
And while that, promo was going on, we had a platoon substitution for Haddonfield, as we mentioned, coming on the field. Amelia Ropiak, Maeve Hurley, Julia McHale, Fiona Keenan, and Natalie Sheehan coming in for the Dogs.
Great job, Dan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Quick throw in for the Lady Knights. There's a shot, a bit too much on it. Goes off the foot of Zazada, who's had a couple nice opportunities within these last few minutes.
Adriana Zazada is in her junior season. She's a junior midfielder. She has 3 goals and 3 assists with 9 points on the season. Kind of filled really nicely into a nice bench role for the Knights, but comes on and has an immediate impact in her junior campaign. Has done a really good job in this offense.
Cross toward the middle for Zasada, gets it taken away. And a quick whistle.
It's a little chilly out today, but I have to say it is kind of nice.
It is a little chilly out today.
But I think we're starting to get into fall and get out of summer, which I'm happy with.
Yeah, I'm liking this cooler weather.
This is warm weather for me. I was in Chicago all weekend, and it was freezing. So this is actually a lot warmer than it has been all weekend.
I guess you could say this is your homecoming.
Hey, yeah. But, yeah. Last minute I brought a jacket to Chicago. I didn't think it was going to be that cold. It was 80 degrees at home when I left. I thought I was only going to need a hoodie. Last minute I bring a jacket. I don't think I took that jacket off the whole time. It was so cold.
Nice powerful shot from Ireland Kay, who seems to be a little frustrated with herself after that shot. Just misses that top crossbar. Take a look at it one more time.
A really powerful shot there, just right over the crossbar from Ireland Kay. As close as she can get there. But our color announcer, Connor Strauss, is taking a bathroom break real quick, so it'll just be Brian and I for a couple minutes.
Nice boot by Shinseki, trying to get it to Schwartz or Zasada. Finds the foot of Kay. Here's Kay corralling it, loses it for a moment, keeps it in play, finds Shinseki. Shinseki with a nice move across her toward the middle. Here's a shot going off the left foot. And it goes out of play.
A nice attempt from the non-dominant foot there from Elise Simpson. But sailed to the right just a little bit. Just a little bit. Want you.
Simpson working with it on the far side, trying to keep it in, but goes out of play. Approaching the halfway point of the second half, unofficially, of course, with the Lady Knights holding a 3-0 lead over the Bulldogs. Again, goals being scored by Shea Wiley, Montgomery Dram, and Tony Troilo. And the goal by Shea Wiley, the first being scored today, coming just 4 minutes in on a penalty kick, which is a rarity we've seen happen this year for the Lady Knights.
Yeah, and I mean, I think teams are smart enough to know, you know, you really don't want to foul in the box, especially an aggressive foul. I mean, you want to be aggressive on the ball and just keep it away from your goalie, but you cannot make a dangerous foul. And one was made, and the Knights capitalized on it, and you really don't want to give them those opportunities to score.
They're trying to keep it in play. Haddonfield could not. A quick throw-in.
And you know what I just saw? I just looked down at my stat sheet. If Sterling gets one more goal, they will have reached 50 points forced this season.
50 goals?
50 goals, yeah, 50 goals forced this season, which is a really impressive feat for the Sterling Knights.
On the ground, please. On the ground. On the ground. It's a dangerous play.
So the Lady Knights preparing for the platoon. I'll let Dan handle the rest of that.
I got it locked in already. I was going to watch.
Nice boot. Goes off the head of Quinn. Skied up in the air by Shinseki. And that one goes out of play, and the Lady Knights will sub in. You can follow us on Facebook at Sterling TV 19. Find out whenever we go live. Also whenever we upload on YouTube, and also all of our live updates of all the games going on right now, including this one.
All right, and the substitution for the Sterling Knights would be Maddie Whalen coming in on the defensive side of the ball. Jordan Baker kind of filling in that midfield spot. Shea Wiley coming in as well in the midfield. And then 2 new strikers, Montgomery Dram and Antonia Troilo. Bang! Boom shakalaka.
Good job, Dane.
Thank you. I feel like everyone should know. Just in case they see a new face on there and be like, how'd they get there? Now you know.
Corner kick here for the Bulldogs. About 22.5 in unofficially. Nice boot. Nice jumping grab from Maddie Sims, who overall hasn't had to do too much work.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I mean, she's had a pretty easy day. I mean, she's made the right choices and the right saves when she's needed to, but overall, I think Sterling's midfield and defense has done a really good job of keeping it easy for her against this Haddonfield offense.
Yeah, she's really only had to make maybe 1 diving play at all today.
Yeah, and even that shot, I think if I remember correctly, it was a weak shot that she had no problem corralling. As there's some substitutions for Haddonfield. Would it be Carolyn Carson, Shea Giordano, and Grace Duffy coming in for the Dogs.
Kick here for Brooke Schultz. Boots that away. Finds Natalie Sheehan. It's Baker who gets it taken away. Troilo working with it. And kicked out of play. Goes off the foot of Fiona Keenan.
And you know, something coming into this half that we kind of forgot to mention, but the Sterling has done a really good job of is just prevent Maddie from doing a lot. And I mean, we've mentioned it throughout, but it's important to highlight how good of a job they've done. Because, I mean, you do have a sizable lead, but any lead could be lost at any point, so you don't want to lose that lead. So I think they've done a good job of keeping their insurance goals and making sure that Haddonfield hasn't gotten a lot of pressure.
Nice find for Wiley. Wiley with a nice move. Oh. But a nice save at the end by Burns, and it looks like Wiley might have hurt herself at the end of that play.
Well, no, so it looked like when she was about to take the shot, it looked like, I think that's Maeve Hurley, her finger may have caught somewhere on Wiley's face, as we're going to get a closer look as we look here. Oh, yeah, ooh. So an elbow right to the nose, and that'll definitely do it. But she's very tough and was able to finish off that shot and almost score on that play. Just making sure she's okay. She's going to get checked out by Sean Klink, our trainer.
Not seen any blood. So that's a good sign.
Always a good sign.
Set up for Carolyn Carson.
Careful, careful.
And that goes out of play. It's a quick throw in for Haddonfield. About 25 minutes in unofficially in this second half. Lady Knights with a 3-0 lead. 15 minutes away game time unofficially from securing their 3rd straight division title.
Definitely a huge feat for the Knights, but I mean, I don't think they're done yet.
They're not done until that whistle is blown.
No, I mean, very true, but I think I meant going on past the playoffs. I don't think they're going to stop at a division title. I think they're going to try and go for gold.
I agree with you there. There's still a lot of soccer to be played with this team throughout all of October, maybe even November.
Welcome back, Strauss. Did you enjoy your potty break?
I did, actually. I went the wrong way at first, and I had to turn back around.
You went the wrong way?
No, well, like, I went towards the tennis courts, and then I realized I was going the wrong way.
So you might as well have just kept walking.
I wasn't that far.
There's the bathrooms up there. Is that where you went?
That is where I went.
Yeah, but why'd you go over there first?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh.
I'm just going to shake my head in disappointment.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing.
I disappoint you guys.
No, you don't.
Troilo here with a shot, and Troilo with her second goal of the game. Goal number 50 of the year for the Lady Knights.
And goal number 14 of her own, making her junior campaign something to remember. Just right past the outstretched arm of Maria Burns, a really well-placed shot, really powerful shot, and that gives Sterling their 4-0 lead.
Beautiful job by Troilo to open up some space, get by at least 3 defenders on that play, and a nice shot off, I believe, her left foot.
And, you know, being good with, you know, your dominant foot is one thing, but being able to have that skill and then have that shot on your non-dominant foot is really impressive from Antonia Troilo, which she displays her offense on and on throughout this season, and she's a big part of the Sterling offense.
Crosser toward the middle. Sterling not keeping their foot off the gas, even with this 4-0 lead, still applying that offensive pressure and not getting too comfortable. There's Revedas working with it. Goes off for me and out of play.
That was a great sequence there from the junior Cami Revedas.
I'm looking on the sideline, Coach K with a big smile on his face, as I'm sure he is very proud of what his Lady Knights have accomplished today.
Well, I think this team took Haddonfield like no joke. I mean, they played them like they play any other team, and I think they came in and accomplished what they wanted to do. Very, very pleased with his girls today.
Here's Troilo. Can she get a third? And oh, she gets tripped up. And there's a whistle.
And that'll be another penalty kick for the Knights. That was right by the goal. See what
I think. Obviously a very physical challenge there from Haddonfield, but I think it saved them from a goal. So.
Yeah, she is so dangerous, and I think a physical challenge is what you need to knock her off, and I think that was the right decision there. I think that was from the defender, Fiona Keenan.
So another penalty kick. For the Lady Knights. It's Ireland K. Referee talking to Fiona Keenan amongst other Bulldogs before the kick.
It's actually going to be K taking the penalty kick.
Indeed it is. Sterling looking to get out to a 5-0 lead. Sterling has converted once on penalty kicks today. Can they do it again? Here's the kick. And it's in. Back left corner. Too easy for Ireland K. And a 5-0 Lady Knights lead.
They're running away with this one. I mean, just another guessing game where Maria Burns actually guessed right, but it was just so quick that I went right past her.
Yeah, she guessed right on the first one too, but just a lot of power behind both penalty kicks, and she couldn't get to it in time.
Here's the drone shot, aka the boy, with a great view of that penalty kick. Oh. And that will be Sterling's 51st goal of the season. That'll be Ireland K's 11th of the year.
Crosser toward the middle. Good chance here for Haddonfield to respond. But cleared away pretty easily by the Lady Knights. Now here's Baker. Sends it to Kay toward the middle. And booted upfield for Troilo. Finds Dram. Dram using her blazing speed, shredding through that defense. Finds Troilo. Troilo with a shot, blocked and cleared away by the Bulldogs.
And I definitely think Antonia Troilo is looking for that hat trick. I mean, you can see she's getting aggressive these past couple drives up the field for Sterling, and they're trying to find her.
Oh, and booted away. Strauss, watch out. Get it.
And he dropped it, and he dropped it, and he dropped it, and he dropped it, and he dropped it. So Connor has made this one of his dreams is to catch one of the balls that get hit toward the tech crew thing. No, Schulz, you definitely would have. I think I would have had it. But one of his dreams is to try and catch the ball that comes towards the tech crew truck, and he had his opportunity to bow bounced up, and he dropped it.
Straight. Good.
But L. Strauss.
So we look, I guess, a handstand?
Yeah, I think that's what you do when you score a goal there. Do a little handstand, do a little trick. And she's had a great game, you know, distributing the ball very well in the midfield and making the defensive plays that she's needed to. And as the fumbler sits back down.
So, I played football for 4 years. There's a reason that they did not put me a receiver besides my frame.
Well, Strauss, that ball took a bounce right to you.
Yeah, literally, you could have even done like a baby. You could have cradled it. Like
I was trying to catch it like a football, and
yeah, but that was your moment. Like you've
lived
for that.
I have lived for that. That was not my proudest moment. I really hope we didn't get that on camera.
We didn't. You're lucky though. Ben was ready,
and apparently we're working on it. So, I really hope. Oh no!
Kay says it's coming.
Oh.
Oh, this is going to be really funny to watch.
This is going to be on Nightline News sometime this week.
Before Kay rolls the replay, I'm going to write down what minute the half is at so we can all go back and screen record this for the YouTube later.
No.
Where you can find a lot of our games and commercials.
Not going to be a good night for me in the group chat.
Easy save right there. And we look. Booted away. Come on, Strauss.
Uh-oh. Oh, it just missed. Oh.
He misses it.
Oh. Oh, shucks.
Thanks to Ben for covering that.
Good job, Ben.
Really appreciate it.
I've said this for a while. There's a reason I don't play sports where I have to catch the ball because,
you weren't getting that one, champ.
I was diving for that.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Ben. Hey, buddy.
Well, back to a little bit of soccer. The platoon substitution coming in for Sterling. Looks like Amber Wilsey, Fallon Secchi, Shay Wiley, Brianna Schwartz.
And there's Jensen Gould.
Yes, King.
We appreciate our camera crew here at Channel 19.
Especially Jensen and Ben. I love them. And my Gooner Army. I love you guys if you're listening. What? They're my buddies. They're my army.
No, nothing. Easy scoop for the keeper, Burns.
Yeah. Look at him. Look how cool he is. Look how chill. Chill Bill.
Dude, he's so chill.
He's rocking the shades and everything. He's locked in.
He's Chill Bill.
Here's Zasada with it.
I'm going
to go for it.
I can't even speak right now. I'm so mad at myself.
You're fumbling the words as well, huh?
I don't know how I dropped that. I guess, I don't know. I was trying to catch it like a football. I have that same soccer ball at home. I guess I could have practiced.
Well, you better get to practicing, but let's get back to some soccer here.
Wilsey working with it, gets it taken away. Nice job by Kerwin, nice defense by her. one-on-one with Quinn, and it eventually goes out of play. Haddonfield trying to up the tempo a little bit.
And you know, the score it's in Sterling's favor, but big shout out to Haddonfield's bench for not losing that spark. I mean, they're still hyping up their girls on the field. Both coaches and the girls on the bench doing a really good job, and Haddonfield has still played with the same intensity since then they came on the field, and I think that's a big hand to them for keep going.
Here's Schwartz with it. And gets it taken away. Off the foot of Simpson. Long shot from Simpson that takes a bounce and scooped up easily by Maria Burns. Less than 5 minutes to go, unofficially. Sterling 5 minutes away from their 3rd straight division title.
Sterling's next game, not sure what the date is, but the opponent will be against West Deptford.
There's a shot. Sims takes a knee and scoops it up pretty easily.
Oh,
here's
there's another shot of
from
Connor.
Strauss.
Oh, got this one as well. 43. Yep, give us one more. We want one.
I don't think we need to see one more, Kay.
Nah, we need
to see one more. Don't worry, I wrote the times down for all of these, so we can go back later and screen record them.
I might just leave the group chat tonight. It's going to be bad. And
first time Strauss leaves the group chat willingly.
Yeah. I've gotten kicked out.
From fellow broadcaster Jake Clark a few times. I think deserving nights, though. Sometimes you were really not on your game.
Some of those are undeserved. Kay saying it's all love. I don't think it's all love.
It's tough love.
I don't know if it's tough love with Jake.
Depends on the circumstance.
It's always been
okay. All right, let's get back to soccer.
Thanks, Dan.
You're welcome.
Crosser over toward the middle, looking for Wiley. Cut off by Duffy. Sent upfield for Farrell. Nice cut off by Simpson. Shinseki with a find to Simpson. Stays in play. That shot blocked by Schultz.
And Elise Simpson, man, really making the right plays at the right time. I mean, that slide tackle was phenomenal. A great heads-up play from Elise Simpson.
So Dan Collingsworth here in the booth with me.
I don't know, Brian.
Look at Mahomes, man.
Yeah, I don't know, Brian.
Ooh, that's Tony Romo.
I know, I'm Tony Romo.
So Tony Strauss, Dan Collingsworth, and Brian Tirico.
I don't know if I want to be Mike Tirico.
But Mike Tirico isn't bad. All right, well, who's the guy that was doing the Eagles game this weekend? I like him and Greg Olson a lot.
Kevin Burkhardt?
Kevin Burkhardt. That can be you.
Brian Burkhardt. I also like Joe Davis a lot.
I like Joe Davis, too. I also like the guy who does NBA a lot, but does football every once in a while as well.
Kevin Harlan?
Kevin Harlan, yeah. I really like his voice. He gets a lot of emotion into the game.
He's very good. He's very good at March Madness.
He is very good at March Madness.
And as much as Joe Buck gets a lot of hate, I don't mind him.
I like him.
Joe
I like
Buck.
him during baseball. I do not
he
like
is,
him.
I like
He's
him
a phenomenal baseball announcer.
He's definitely way better at baseball, but I don't mind him occasionally for football. Sometimes he has a couple good calls.
More than less. I don't really like him.
And obviously we all have our bias towards our hometown announcers. Merrill Reese, Tom McCarthy, Scott Fransky.
Crook.
It took until this season for me to realize that Tom McCarthy does NFL too.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Stuff.
He does the Big Ten as well.
Yeah. I turned on, I think it was like Chargers Jaguars week 1, and I hear Tom McCarthy. I'm like,
and get his name out there. I mean,
yeah,
he's
good for him.
Talented. Yeah,
he's very good at it too.
Yeah.
I've listened to a couple of his calls for football. He's very good at it. And we're going to take a look at our Tech Crew play of the game, as Mr. K likes to call it. Booted away by Aaron Quinn. And let's take a look. Connor Strauss ready to make the catch.
And oh
takes
no.
a bounce.
Oh my God, it's his moment. This is his moment. Oh no.
Oh, Strauss, no. You screwed it up. But the Lady Knights, for the third consecutive year, have won the division, a third straight division title for the Lady Knights as they take down the Haddonfield Bulldogs 5-0. A terrific win today for the Lady Knights. Never took their foot off the gas, and they should be proud of themselves. They moved to 11-0-2 on the year, 5-0 at home, and a terrific win for the number 5 team in South Jersey. They are victorious here at home, 5-0 the final here, and a post-game show to follow. We'll talk to these third straight division champs right after this, a 5-0 Lady Knights victory.
Yeah, you guys want us to just skip class and mess around?
Wait, you haven't heard the rumors about the hallway predator?
Those things are just made up. Teachers just want to scare us to go back to class.
All right, bro.
I told you guys it's not real.
Yo, he's not even scared. Who even is this dude?
Don't linger in the hallways.
Yeah, no, look at this door. You can't open the locker. Look at the shoes he's wearing. Go up to him and call him dumb and useless. Bet, I will. Yeah, you better. Hey man, do you need help opening your locker?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
No problem. Nice shoes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. The Lady Knights with a 5-0 victory against the Haddonfield Bulldogs. And I'm going to send it over to Dan Leakin for the postgame show.
Hello, everyone. I am here with Shea Wiley and Jordan Baker after a huge win 5-0 against the Haddonfield Bulldogs. How you guys feeling about the game?
I'm feeling good. I think that we switched our formation a bit, and I think that it worked very well and that we looked very, strong as a team attacking-wise.
Yeah, I agree with Shay. I think the switching of our formation was really beneficial towards us. I don't think we were really expecting a 5-0 win, but three-time conference champs, only 3 years, so.
Yeah, and I was just about to mention that. 3 years in a row you guys were the conference champs. I mean, I don't think the job is done for you, but how, like your senior years, how satisfactory is that for you guys?
I feel like we have completed so far what we needed to do, so it feels like we're on the path to do better than last year, and that's honestly the goal, to always improve. So,
yeah, I think all 4 years we've pushed for this. Like, we've been really excited for our senior year. Like, all of our seniors have been together for the last 4 years, so I just think it's really exciting. I think we all worked really hard for this.
And I can hear your victory song playing in the back. I don't want you guys to miss it, so I'll just ask you one more before you guys head out. I think your next game is senior night against West Stepford. What are you guys looking for? What are you guys looking to do against that team?
I think it's just going to be a memorable game for us. We've been together for the past 4 seasons, so I think it's going to be a big game. We just want to end it with a win and have a perfect night for us seniors.
Yeah, I think we want to keep the winning streak going, keep the momentum going, and remain undefeated in our conference. Getting ready for playoffs and Coach's Cup.
All right, you guys can go enjoy the victory music. Thanks for coming on. And I think we're going to try and get Coach K. I think he's just doing a few things at the moment. And he's running over real quick. Coach K, welcome to the interview. How you feeling about the big win today?
Great. Good win. Always nice to beat Haddonfield. Always a really consistently strong squad. For us, I thought we played well. We're back on this field again, and it's our second game. You know, we're starting to show some rhythm. I thought the girls, I told them in the the after-game speech that, they played great as a team today. It was a good team win.
And while we were talking to Shea Wiley and Jordan Baker, they told us that you switched up the formation a little bit. Obviously, you don't want to give other teams too much insight, but what is something that you did that helped, get the win today?
So I think what we talked about was just trying to solidify our position areas. Like how can we get a little bit stronger defensively in the midfield offense? And, we had Maddie Whalen sitting in the back for us for a while. We moved Maddie up in front of Erin. We moved Erin Quinn to the back, which Erin played there a lot last couple years for us. And, I think it's a more comfortable role for both kids, and it showed today. They did real well. And then also, we moved Shea from the middle to the outside, which today gave her a lot more attack. And, I mean, she has a tremendous ability to play a long ball, to be a threat from that outside part. But, yeah, it was good. It worked out good, and I think most importantly, they seemed on board for it, and they were open to it. So I think that helped us ease into it better.
And I know there's not much to change. I mean, a dominant 5-0 win like that, but your next game against West Stepford, what are you looking to improve on or to work on for the girls?
Just consistency. I think we said at this time of year we just want to keep playing consistent. We want to try to pressure more. We want to try to give a little bit more effort. We talked about our roles of our bench players coming off, and even today, Fallon Shinseki, she got her award for the end of the game player, and she came out and just played hard. We want them to bring energy and come off the bench, bring energy. That's an important role in soccer. Some people look at bench players as, maybe you're not a starter, but bench players just come in and they bring a different role, a different piece to the puzzle. So that part's important. And, yeah, just try to keep things rolling. I mean, there's somebody, we could see both of these teams in Group 2 again. So, and that should be, we just want to keep going forward with confidence.
All right. Well, thank you, Coach A, for the interview. I'm going to send it back to Brian. Brian?
Thank you, Dan, for the amazing post-game show, as always. And the Lady Knights can play the speaker loud and proud as the Lady Knights are division champs for the 3rd year in a row. Our next TV game is this Friday, October 10th, as Sterling will take on Gloucester. It's football starting at 7 p.m. Coverage live on Channel 19 as well as youtube.com/SterlingTV19. But again, the Lady Knights can play that speaker and that music loud and proud. Division champs for the 3rd straight year as they take down the Bulldogs 5-0 here at home. I'm Brian McLernan saying so long from the castle. Thanks to all the tech crew for today. Thanks to Dan Leakin and Strauss for joining me on the broadcast. And that will do it. I'm Brian McLernan saying so long. And as always, good nights.